Sometimes pop stars start hinting at a new project and unexpectedly cancel entire album eras. These cancellations occur due to personal reasons, artistic changes, or issues with the record label. In this video, we'll look at 10 instances artists canceled an entire era. Rihanna. When it came time to follow up her 2013 album Unapologetic, Rihanna was trying to find a new sound for her next project. Her much anticipated album era was meant to be executively produced by Kanye West. In 2015, she released 3 singles, 4 5 Seconds with Kanye and Paul McCartney, which peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, Bitch Better Have My Money, and American Oxygen. These tracks hinted at a bold and eclectic direction. However, the album they were intended to promote never materialized. Instead, Rihanna pivoted and released Anti in 2016, an album that marked a significant artistic evolution and was met with critical and commercial success. The reasons behind this shift remain unclear, but it underscored her willingness to take risks and redefine her musical identity. Charli XCX. Charli is known for her innovative and experimental approach to pop music. In 2017, she was working on an album titled XCX World. The project had an edgy, futuristic vibe, and several tracks were leaked, including Girls Night Out, No Angel, and Taxi. However, due to a combination of the leaks and dissatisfaction with her label, Charli decided to scrap that entire project. Instead, she released the critically acclaimed mixtapes Pop 2 and Number 1 Angel, which allowed her to explore new creative territories without the constraints of a traditional album release. She has finally achieved real mainstream success as she started a new movement this year, more than a decade into her career. Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole, best known as the lead singer of the Pussycat Dolls, faced a challenging journey in her solo career. Her original debut album, tentatively titled Her Name is Nicole, was intended for release in 2007. The project was preceded by several singles, including Whatever You Like featuring T.I. and Baby Love featuring will.i.am. Despite substantial promotion, the singles failed to chart on the Billboard Hot 100, and the album was ultimately shelved. Nicole later released Killer Love in 2011, but the scrap debut remains a significant missed opportunity in her career. Even though she was the lead vocalist of the Pussycat Dolls, her solo career pales in comparison to the group's success. Khalid. In 2022, Khalid began hinting at a new musical direction with a series of singles that diverged from his usual style. Tracks like Skyline, Satellite, and Mum showcased a more upbeat and disco-influenced sound, a departure from his mellow R&B roots. The single covers were colorful and stylized similarly, suggesting a cohesive aesthetic from his upcoming third album. Fans eagerly anticipated this new era, but suddenly there was radio silence. Despite the excitement generated by these singles, the project seemingly vanished, leaving listeners wondering what happened to the album. Tinashe. Tinashe's career has been marked by artistic ambition and struggles with her record label. In 2018, she was working on an album titled Nashe, intended to be the follow-up to her sophomore album Joyride. Singles like Throw a Fit and Like I Used To suggested a confident and dynamic project. However, due to creative differences and delays with her label, the album was never released. Tinashe eventually left her label and independently released Songs for You in 2019, which was praised for its creativity and freedom from commercial constraints. After her song Nasty went viral on TikTok, she is now finally having her moment, years after her initial blow-up. Britney Spears. In 2004, Britney began working on an album titled Original Doll, which was supposed to be a departure from her pop image, showcasing a more mature and personal side. She was just coming off her 4th album In the Zone, which was very successful, being certified 3 times platinum in the US. She previewed a track called Mona Lisa on the radio, but the album was abruptly shelved. Speculation about the reasons include conflicts with her label and personal struggles. The project's cancellation remains one of the most intriguing mysteries in pop music, highlighting the complexities of artistic expression within the confines of the music industry. Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean is known for his enigmatic approach to music releases, as his last album Blonde was released way back in 2016. The album is so legendary that it is still relevant 8 years later. In 2020, Frank was reportedly working on a new project, possibly a concept album centered around a collection of singles. However, the COVID-19 pandemic and the tragic passing of his younger brother Ryan led him to abandon the project. He has since hinted at working on something new, potentially related to film. This turn of events shows how personal loss in a global crisis can profoundly impact an artist's creative journey. Selena Gomez. Selena had already cemented her status in pop music after the release of her 2015 album Revival. Then it was time to begin a new era, and by 2017, she was gearing up to release a new album, with singles like Bad Liar and Fetish generating excitement. Those songs were later included on her next project. However, her struggles with lupus and a subsequent kidney transplant led to the project being scrapped. The health challenges she faced necessitated a period of recovery and reflection. Selena eventually released Rare in 2020, an album that delves into the themes of self-discovery and healing, shaped by her personal experiences during that tumultuous period. Shakira. Shakira was coming off her 2010 album Sale de Sol, which had hits like Loca and Addicted to You, when she started planning her next project. She was working on an EDM-inspired album around 2011 and 2012, featuring the single Truth or Dare, whose demo was leaked. A music video was even shot for the song, but the project was shelved due to her pregnancy. The shift in priorities led her to explore different musical directions, and she eventually released her self-titled album in 2014, which blended various genres and showcased her versatility as an artist. Kanye West. Kanye West is the king of abandoned albums, known for starting, announcing, and scrapping albums, as he has done that since the start of his career. He originally meant to complete the college series with Good Ass Job, but after the death of his mother, he made a U-turn and released 808s and Heartbreak. Yandy is another high-profile project that never saw the light of day. Initially announced in 2018, it was intended to follow up his album Yay and the 7-track Wyoming albums. He teased the project with snippets and live performances. It was eventually scrapped as he shifted his focus to Jesus is King, a gospel-inspired album that marked a significant departure from his previous work. The cancellation of Yandy left fans speculating about the reasons, which likely include artistic shifts and religious transformation. Which cancelled eras did I miss? Tell me in the comments below.